Hi everyone. In today's clip, I will talk a little bit about vitamin D3 and K2. Just a reminder that anything I post here is not meant to diagnose or cure anything and is for informational use only. For any health-related matters, please consult your healthcare professional. You have heard me and others talk about the benefits of vitamin D3 and importance of it when it comes to health. However, there are few things to consider. First of all, vitamin D3 is the sunshine vitamin and is crucial for the absorption of calcium from the gut into the bloodstream. It plays a vital role in bone health, immune function, and overall well-being. Vitamin K2 or menaquinone is less known than K1, which is primarily involved in blood clotting, but is essential for directing calcium to the right places in the body. Without enough K2, the calcium absorbed by D3 can sometimes end up in soft tissues like arteries, leading to calcification rather than the bones and teeth where it's required. Now, vitamin K2 activates proteins like matrix GLA protein and osteocalcin, which are crucial for directing calcium into required areas. Without adequate vitamin K2, the calcium absorbed due to vitamin 3, as I mentioned, might not be properly utilized and potentially leading to arterial calcification, which means calcium deposits in the arteries, hardening them and increasing the risk of cardiovascular disease. 2, it can be calcification of other soft tissue, because calcium can also deposit in soft tissues, leading to various health problems. While both vitamin D3 and K2 are beneficial, it's crucial to ensure sufficient K2 intake when supplementing with vitamin D3 to maintain proper calcium balance and prevent potential adverse effects. There are couple of points I want to mention. One is that when buying vitamin D3 and K2 supplementation, buy MK7, and I will explain this shortly. And second, ensure that it is at least 100 microgram of K2 per 1,000 international unit of D3. If the combination does not have enough, then supplement with extra K2. K2 does not propose a risk of overdose or toxicity, but stay away from synthetic vitamin K3. Going back to the reference of MK7 in the context of vitamin D3 and K2, MK7 refers to menaquinone 7, which is the specific and highly effective form of vitamin K2. MK7 is considered the most beneficial and bioavailable form of vitamin K2. Key characteristics of MK7 include longer half-life, meaning MK7 stays in the body for a longer period compared to the other forms of K2 like MK4, meaning it can be taken less frequently, often like just once a day, and maintains its effects for much longer. Also, MK7 is readily absorbed and accumulates in the bloodstream, making it highly effective for supporting various bodily functions. And as I mentioned, it also activates osteocalcin for bone building and matrix GLA protein, MGP, to prevent arterial calcification. D3 and K2 work synergistically. D3 helps absorb calcium, and K2, specifically MK7, ensures that calcium is directed to the bones, teeth, and where it belongs. Just to explain the numbers after the character MK, while MK refers to menaquinone, which is vitamin K2, the number after MK indicates the length of its side chain, which significantly impacts its properties and how our bodies use it. For example, MK4 or menaquinone 4 has a short side chain with 4 isoprene units. This is primarily found in animal products like meat, eggs, and especially egg yolks, and dairy like butter and hard cheese. It's also the only form of K2 that humans and animals can synthesize from K1, or polyquinone, with their own bodies. MK4 has a very short half-life in the bloodstream. That means it clears within 6 to 8 hours. This means it is quickly used or metabolized, requiring higher and more frequent doses to maintain consistent levels in the body. While it's essential for activating certain K-dependent proteins, its rapid clearance suggests it might have more localized or immediate roles, particularly in the areas like the brain, bones, arteries, where it's found in higher concentration. Due to the short life, or short half-life, I should say, of this, large doses are often required, and MK supplements are often taken multiple times a day in a very high doses, like 1.5 milligram, 5 milligram, or even 45 milligram in some studies. MK7, or menaquinone 7, as I mentioned before, has a longer side chain with 7 isoprene units. This is primarily found in fermented foods, especially natto, a traditional Japanese fermented soybean dish, which is an exceptionally rich source of this. Also, you can find it in fermented cheeses. MK7 is produced by a bacteria during the fermentation process. This truly stands out when it comes to its bioavailability and half-life. It has a significantly longer half-life, around 72 hours or 3 days, meaning it stays in the bloodstream for much longer period. This allows it to accumulate in the body and provide a sustained supply. MK7's prolonged presence in the circulation makes it highly effective in activating vitamin K-dependent proteins throughout the whole body. This makes it particularly beneficial for systemic effects on bones or cardiovascular health. There are other menaquinones ranging from MK4 all the way to MK13. These forms have also varying chain lengths, including their absorption, distribution, and half-lives. We have MK8, MK9, MK10, etc. These are generally longer chain menaquinones, often found in fermented foods, again, just like some cheeses, but usually in lower concentration than MK7 in natto. Like MK7, they tend to have longer half-lives than MK4, but MK7 is the most extensively studied and commercially available of the longer chain forms, and some research suggests that longer chains beyond MK7 may not offer additional significant benefits in terms of bioavailability or efficacy. In summary, while all K2 forms are beneficial, MK7 is generally considered superior for supplemental purposes due to its longer half-life, which allows for consistent and sustained availability in the body, making it highly effective for promoting bone and cardiovascular health. Hope this has been helpful. Like and follow for more. Be the light.